mentally, because what is God is good.
All the time. We're back in God today.
Yes, I am.
You look more enthusiastic than you did in the last court appearance.
No, I was praying. I was not depressed. I was talking to God. The cases were open, they are not entertained. My cars have been destroyed. The church is burned down. I'm trusting God. You see, I'm here now, I'm still waiting. So that's it. No. It's my life here.
Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. You know guys, sometimes I feel like God sits in the heavens and he be shaking his head looking at some of the human beings that he created. He'd be shaking his head. He'd be like, John was Jesus, come, David, come, Bukan, see, what is this? And oh John, but Abraham, but Lord, you can't ask us. You can't ask us. You're the one that created these ones. We asked you when you were creating them, you know, and you were like, no. In my image, and it's God, and it's, you were busy saying these ones I'm creating in my image, and it's not okay. Sometimes he'd be shaking his head. Even himself is like, yeah, I know this is my work, I know this is my creation, but what went wrong, you know? Mboro, or Pastor Mboro should we say, is there by the court because he was denied bail, you guys, him and his bodyguard, but his son did get bail. He was released with a warning. If you release with a warning, then does it mean that he's still going to attend the case, or it means you are sort of pardoned? But they say he was released with a warning. Now, he was there by court like, I'm like, hey, the acting skills, they're so bad. What the hell? Guys, like, I think that for me, like, the surprising part is the fact that there are people in court who could have done something different with their day. They could have gone to work. They could have cleaned their houses, watched the curtains, sweep the yards in their homes, you know, watch the repeat of generations or something. There's so many other things they could have done, okay? But they decided that on that day, they're going to leave everything that's important to them to go and support this man in court. I don't know which one is more shocking, the way that he was acting, or the fact that there are people behind him to support him. God be shaking his head, I'm telling you. And God be shaking, like God be like, listen, I think that's why he hasn't come back. Jesus hasn't come back. Because God is like, listen, let's postpone. I'm not ready for these ones. I think that's why land just because he's like, God, you ready? Jesus is like, Sibaland. God is like, no, I'm sorry, like seal. I'm like, I'm not fetching them. So he was acting like that, you guys. Apparently, his lawyers didn't want him to talk to the journalist. I say, you know, this is my life. I just imagine, you guys, how difficult it is to actually represent him. Okay, hopefully you can afford to pay them. You know, like when they talk about Twala, I'm not saying this is something that is related to Mboro, but when they talk about Twala, they would say, if you break the rules, then yonke into yashabalala. That's what they say in Zulu. So izinto zakho ziyashabalala when you break the rules, meaning everything will just disappear. You know, you can have like 15 cars and 5 mansions and whatever, but when you break the rules, it's so I always ask myself, I mean, if I own a house in Mhlanga and then I break a rule, what happens to that house? I mean, it's paid off, and it's paid off and all of that. So what do they mean it disappears? I've never really understood what do they mean. The cars I can get, because maybe some of them get into accidents, some of them but things like the house, the land, and all of that, what happens to those things when they say it really does disappear? Now, with Mboro, I think we can say it, you guys, because his church was Shisiwe. He was saying his cars, and Asgomanas was Shisiwe or Zinjani and all of that. I guess that's the disappearing of the things, but I'm not saying Utu Twala and Gas Sholunch, you know. So, when he was in court, you guys, they said that the matter was postponed to the 9th of September because they said that the investigation officer was not there. So I don't know if they got the date wrong for him to be in court, but he was just there to be dramatic. Now, you guys, another story here is a story about Longwe being arrested. For a moment there yesterday when I saw, some videos about this story, I was like, is it because of Senzo Mayor, what has happened? I haven't been following the case, so I thought it had something to do with that, but it doesn't have anything to do with Senzo Mayor. But Longwe Twala and his brother have been arrested because they stole from their father. So Zimocha is saying here, Longwe Twala back in the street after stealing from his father. Former child star Longwe Twala is proving to his family every year that he belongs to the streets. After being saved from being a hobo early this year by his legendary music and movie mogul Chicco Twala, Longwe has gone back to his life of drugs again. In December last year, just before Christmas, he ran away from home in the north of Johannesburg after stealing household belongings to sell on the streets and feed his cravings. A source told Zimocha that Longwe was taken to rehab by his aunt for the 18th time because Chicco is tired of his addiction. Guys, where is do we know where Longwe's mom is? Because we never hear of her. Did she pass away? Is she still alive? Last month, Longwe relapsed again and ran away while his father was in the United States to seal a publishing deal. Chicco came back excited from the US with good news that he secured publishing deal between local and American artists. The exciting news was spoiled by Longwe's disappearance and being back on the streets again. Chicco doesn't care what happens to Longwe anymore, the source said. Last week, while he was roaming the streets, Longwe was being discussed in the Senzo Mayor trial at the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria. While some of the witnesses in the murder trial claimed that when Senzo was asked D in October 2014, Longwe ran out of the house. One of the defense lawyers implied that Longwe was hit by one bullet on the knee. Senzo, the former Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper, was shot at the home of his girlfriend and baby mama Kelly Khumalo in Vosloorus. Longwe was visiting his girlfriend Zandile Khumalo, who is Kelly's younger sister. That's the one thing that I don't understand. Because it has always sounded like Longwe has always struggled with substance abuse. So I'm just wondering what was happening at that time that Uzandi thought Longwe was like boyfriend material. I'm just wondering, what's kanjan, but so it's okay, let me read this again because now Senzo, the former Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper, was shot at the home of girlfriend and baby mama Kelly Khumalo in Vosloorus. Longwe was visiting his girlfriend Uzandi Khumalo, who is Kelly's younger sister at the time of the shooting. Zandile Kelly and their mother Untombi Longwe and two of Senzo's best friends, Mthozi Twala and Tumelo Madlala, both from Durban, were all inside the house when the intruders allegedly aided them and asked and Kate Senzo. Chicco said that he does not care about good or bad publicity anymore. I won't sit and watch addicts continuously stealing from me and be silent. Yes, I can confirm that when I was in the USA, my son Ulongwe and his brother Silo colluded and stole my equipment at the studio. Can you imagine, guys, like not just having one son that is addicted to substances, but two, they even work together. Okay, listen, Chicco is going through it, okay? So I chased them away a while ago because of their addiction, okay? I saw the likes of late Hope Zinde and my parents being caged, and many parents being caged by their own flesh and blood because of addiction. Chicco said, adding that since Silo and Longwe have been stealing from him for a long time, he has decided that enough is enough. Let them rot in the jail. Okay. Can you imagine, guys, that, recently we found out Chicco has a daughter, the popular daughter, which some of us didn't understand why he was revealing that now, And with each generation, Yabo Chicco, they had this thing of boy children, where, it's like having a boy child was more important than having a girl child. I'm just kind of feeling like, this way his boys, they turned out this way. Maybe that's why now he's turning to the girl to be like, I'm a proud daddy of. But really, these were the people that he was raising, the boy children, okay? In this channel, you have to understand the language. We can't deal with sewage. We can't deal with sewage. But I'm just thinking, maybe it had something to do with that. Yes, the boys were the ones he raised. But now he's realizing I should have focused on the girl because look at her and look at them. But I still feel bad for him, you guys. I don't think that it's nice for a parent to raise their kids, and then when they get to adulthood, they're not like functioning adults. Because even if Chicco left this world, then that's the end, because his sons are over there busy with Wunga. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about. Just tell me what you think about the drama. The drama. Mboro. Don't you think Mboro laba badile to ubabu got asiqoqe, yabo? Because sometimes I'll be tired of life. Like uNkulunkulu akasiqoqe ke manje ngikhathele nje. Yabo nje, waking up in the morning alone is enough to be like, Father God, we are ready. Qoqa us, But then I'm like, yabona, abombolo yibo laba benza ukuthi singalandwa. Yibo laba. Busy. Because God is like, hey, no, I can't have this drama here, Because if we are not in the heavens, we'll be next door by the hell, yabo. It's like they'll be making so much noise there by the neighbors. I won't be able to deal. Yabo. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please tell me what you think about it. Share it. Well, like it first. Like the video. Guys, liking a video is as good as giving me money. But you don't. You understand? Thank you so much for watching this video. Like it before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda.